Sales begins when the client first interact with any of your content. In the last few role plays, in the last venue tour, and in the last few Friday sales calls, I've been seeing over and over again when it comes to sales. All right, so I'm gonna go over the 5 P's, and then I'm gonna add a 6th that I think is really key and important. And this is gonna be a differentiating factor from a lot of you getting the deposit, getting a follow-up call, a follow-up text, or not getting the deposit, right? So everything that we talk about in ESC, the marketing, the videos, the entire process all leads up to the tour. Do we agree? Yeah. Is everybody on the same page with that? All right, the goal of all of this is to get them in the building, to showcase the space, and to hopefully get a deposit. A paid in full will be nice, but we at least want a deposit. All right, so prerequisites. The sales process starts when the client first engages with anything you do. Your first piece of content, your Instagram, your TikTok, your funnel, right? The first text, the first email. That is the introduction to the sales process. All right. I know a lot of you guys think that when they come in the building, that's the first time. No, a lot of the times they're sold off of your customer service, your promptness to answer questions, emails, your presence online, your funnel. All of that thoroughness a lot of time will sell the client beforehand. Okay, so everything that you guys talked about, I know this stuff backwards and forwards. So everything that you guys talked about today, I'm telling you, it's a lot of information. I'm just telling you because I know Brian, he gonna give you a lot of information, right? And he gonna be like, and he gonna just go. I know Brian, I know, right? You're gonna have to pick and choose what's important to you and what you need to implement today and what you need to implement down the line. There are some things right now that he gave you that you can implement today. Everything is not being implemented today though. Are we clear on that? All right, cool. Sales begins when the client first interact with any of your content. So content has to be clean, crisp, on point. If you don't want them to see it, don't put it out there. All right, I'm gonna try to be nice, I promise you. Because I've seen some content that was less than standard, right? Less than standard, and that's the first interaction with your client. That's the start of the sales process. All right, so is everybody clear on that before we move forward? These are the prerequisites. The first time they interact with you, that's the start of the sales process, not when they first come into to see the building. All right, now 5 P's. We're gonna talk about the 5 P's, and I'm gonna give you the 6th one. The 5 P's are really important. The 5 P's, this is what I execute every time I'm on a tour, and this is how we get to the bag, right? Before they come into the space needs to be what? Set up. If you don't have the backdrops, if you don't have the charger plates and the center plates, you give them what you have. You give them what you have, right? The maximum amount of decor possible. Never do you want your clients to walk into the space and it's just tables and chairs. Ever, never, ever. Cardinal sin. Rule number 1, do not go past go. We want decor out every time. Every time. I'm telling you right now, you're making a serious mistake if you're doing this. I don't care about your schedule, what's going on. You need to make time to decorate this venue beforehand, okay? Prerequisite, number 1, can't go past go if the space is not set up. All right, so first P is prospect. As soon as the prospect comes in, you will have to introduce yourself, right? You should know their first name and last name. Why? Because you made the appointment. Somebody on your team made the appointment. You have that in your log, right? So you know their first name, last name, email address, and phone number, bare minimum, right? Hey, Tommy, how you doing? Welcome in. You here for the 6 o'clock appointment, correct? Yes. Boom, I put a face with a name. I know who he is. Now I'm introducing him to who I am. Introduction. Boom, I'm one of the owners here. Welcome in, 123 Main Street. What brings you in today? Simple, low-hanging fruit. Some of the stuff we don't do. Y'all just let them in. Okay, hey, come on in. Yeah, so, let's walk her over here. We lost already. right? If it's between me and you, you're gonna lose every time, because I'm telling you, I'm doing it every time. Every time. Sick, tired, I don't care, I'm doing it every time. I go in mode. When I go in that space, I'm in mode. If I'm not in mode, I go back to my car, I turn on Jeezy, go man, drop it down number 3. I'm telling you what I do. I'm telling you. I get in mode. I get in mode. And I go in there. Boom. Second thing is position, right? Position. This is where a lot of us drop the ball. Establishing yourself as a position of authority. I believe it was Yomi this week that asked a very, very important question, and I'm gonna touch on that. Establishing yourself as a point of position and a place of authority. What brings you in today? Okay, we're looking for a baby shower. Great, our favorite type of event. We've done these numerous times. We had one last week. We do these all the time. Position of authority. I've done this before. Now, Yomi asked a very, very good question last week. He was like, hey, but we're new. We haven't done this before, but you have through your style shoots. So you're always gonna have content to show and to reference that we have done this before. Style shoot should be, you should have a bunch of different style shoots. Monument birthdays, baby showers, wedding receptions, business meetups. I want you to show a church in there. I want you to show all of these things in there. You should have this content through your style shoots. That's why that content is important. Another thing, prerequisite, 2 clicks on your phone, you should be able to access this content. You should be able to show it quick. So not having done the event before is not an excuse, because you have done it before. I told this story this morning on the Saturday call that the very first baby shower I got booked for, I actually, don't do this, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I stole one of the pictures from Brian's Instagram. I did. So when the lady, and it wasn't on my website, it was on like it was on a piece of marketing material. I forgot I had put it on there. And it was on a mailer. So we did some mailers. I'm testing out the mailers, right? So I'm like, I ain't got no pictures. This is before we opened. I'm testing it out. I copy and paste one of the pictures on there. Boom, lady brought the mailer in. I want this, and I was like, that ain't even mine. Like what? But that showed me that content is key. She didn't come because of the name on the mailer, the font on the mailer. She saw a picture, she zoomed in on it, she seen an elephant, baby blue, and she was like, I want that. How much is that package? So you have to be able to have that stuff easily accessible, okay? So position of authority, we've done this before. Oh yeah, we just had one of those last week. Oh yeah, we do these all the time. That's one of our favorite events to have. It's the #1 event we have. Sweet 16s, when they come in, I'm like, oh man, we just our #1 event, Sweet 16s. They're like, really? I'm like, yes, the #1 event. #1 event by far. It is, it's my #1 event. #1 event by far. I stand on that. Sweet 16, I'm gonna do about 100 of those. I can tell you everything she wanna do. What? She ain't told me nothing. Come on, I can tell you everything. Now mom is at ease, because mom feels like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. I'm going to defer to him. Position of authority, okay? Problem. Gathering the information and digging into the problem. So there are some surface level questions that we want to make sure that we get answered before we move forward and pass go. A lot of us are not getting these basic questions. What's the date? What time? How many people? Basic. They want 150 people. We can't go past go, right? They only have a $500 budget. I'm gonna still go through my script, but I'm just like, ain't nothing in here $500, okay? Unless you wanna come to a daytime Monday. I don't even know if I can do that. But anyway, so establishing the problem. So how many guests? What time? What's the occasion? What are we celebrating? Right? What will make this day special to you? What is the absolute must-have that we are looking for in this event? Right? I wanna unpeel the layers, because everywhere else they going, it's just like, oh, what's the date? What's this? Okay, we got it available. Okay, cool. Come in. Tables and chairs, linen. Boom. I'm peeling back the layers. How long you been looking for a space? 2 months. What's the tough part about that? What's been the toughest part about looking for a space for 2 months? Now I got a pain point. I'm gonna attack that pain. What's at stake for you if you don't find a space for your daughter's Sweet 16? What's at stake for you? She gonna be mad. Ooh, yeah, tough, right? Your wife gonna be on your head. You probably ain't gonna be able to come home. So we gotta solve that problem, right? The one thing I wanna talk about here is being present. That's the 6P, being present. Some of y'all have been going through the script and just running through the questions like, okay, it was Terry said at question 1, question 2, question 3, and then when I get here, what's at stake for you if you don't find a place? And he just told you, he just started looking, right? I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't gonna say no names. But we have to be present in the moment. That was his pain. He was my 5 o'clock appointment. Yomi is my 5:20 appointment. He has a different pain. I'm not gonna run through that same script. I have to be locked in, present with each individual client. So you gotta be flexible and you have to understand the sales process is different for everybody. You have to be present. I don't know how many times when these role plays, I don't see people ask the same question over and over and over again. So, do you wanna call your spouse? He just told you his spouse was sick. Why would you ask that question?
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Ann had asked an interesting question before, because I was talking about how you can have multiple people in the room at open house, right? So one of the biggest things, because she's doing a lot of like one-on-ones. Right?
We talked about this.
Oh, you did?
Oh, I talked about that with her.
No, wait.
Because she was doing 45-minute tours.
Well, I cut that down. Wait, hold up. I don't do 30-minute no more, for sure. Because I'm more comfortable. I get it now. But with the coaching calls and everything that you always talk about, I ask those questions. But now, Brian is saying, like, you know, you start to pick up. You got to let multiple people in at the same time. And I had a problem with the one-on-one, what I'm used to, what we talk about on the coaching calls, and now it being with multiple people. With those personal questions, like, what is it gonna make it special to you? And so say I have 3 people sitting in front of me, what will make it special for you? What will make it special for you? What's your budget? What's your budget? Like, that's how, because I'm just used to the one-on-one that you, what I feel that you've been tailoring us to. So I have that down packed. So my tours is like 15 minutes, I'm getting better. So now let's increase it to more people, but how do I make that transition?
Interrupt the video, but I just wanted to take this time to remind you to please subscribe to the channel. It helps push the video forward so we can get it out to more viewers like you that could really utilize this information. So if you could just take 2 seconds, there'll be a button right below, right next to my name that says subscribe. If you could just go ahead and do that, that's my only ask. That's the only thing I'm asking for. It just really helps the team. It just lets us know that the videos that we're going out are good quality and that they're really helping people. All right, so please do me a quick favor, hit subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Back to the video.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to ask Brian. I'm telling you my sauce, right? So I have them in there one at a time because I want to make everybody feel like, boom, I'm on their time.
So let me clarify.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me clarify.
Okay.
Right? Do you ever have more than one person in the room at one time?
Yes.
But you make them wait.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've done them all as a group, like a group setting.
Yeah.
I don't make nobody wait. Everybody shows up, we're gonna go through the whole, the spiel. As far as what they're asking for, I would answer that question as a group. I'm not saying, wait a minute, what's your pay? You know, I'm concerned as a group.
Got you.
But to me, it's easier because everybody sees people there, so it sells itself with the decor, and then it also sells itself where this person is getting a clear understanding. And I'm like, oh, let me hurry up and book this because all these people are here. I don't want my date to be booked. But I guess with him saying be more personal, you don't have to be personal as much when it's a group because they understand. They may not ask personal questions or they may not be objective, but you'll get a better percentage overall because of the scarcity. So,
just to add on to that though, they can all coexist. Right? Because remember what I was saying about like, hey, you book 3 7 o'clock appointments, they're not all gonna show up at the same time.
That's true. That's a fact.
So I rely on that.
That's a fact.
That's my advantage.
That's a fact.
So what I was mentioning is just like, hey, look, let's see, you'll get one person who might show up at 6:50, another person that shows up at 7, another person that shows up at 7:09, right? While I'm talking to the person, I'm starting the tour with the person at 6:50, they're taking a look around or whatever, now I'm starting that tour with 7 o'clock, and then vice versa, I'm gonna just start the call with 7:09, right? So then while 7:09 is looking around, kind of getting consumed by the venue, I'm going back to 6:50 and I'm asking those personal questions, right?
So I have that same that's my process.
Okay.
That's my process.
So you see how that coexists?
I can understand the juggle. It's more of like a juggle, like you're really juggling.
Yeah, but it's I wouldn't even just say juggle. It's just understanding and being present. Being present. So it's like, this is the thing where a lot of people get overwhelmed, but you shouldn't get overwhelmed because you got the home field advantage. It's your space. You set the appointments. Go ahead.
overwhelmed when you were talking about the payment. How do you collect payment with everybody?
Yeah, so there's a lot of, and so the tour itself is easy, but then you get into, okay, and now I understand you could do decor at a later date. So it's like, okay, you sitting down, you're doing a contract, you are getting a payment, you are trying to get all those, but sometimes, it takes a little bit of, time to get situated. So I'm just trying to have a process where it's more smooth and seamless. Now that I finally got a one-on-one, and I'm not taking forever, so now I'm having to move to the next level of, doing it faster and let it go, making it look like I know what I'm doing. And I don't want to fumble and look like this person. Like,
let's do this.
I'm trying to make it look smooth.
Let's do this. I'll give you a real life example. Right, Saturday mornings for me are chaotic in my space. I book them back to back to back on purpose. Cause I want that parking lot full. I want people to walk up to that building and see, man, there's somebody already in there. Hell yeah, get your ass in here and put your deposit down, all right? Now, here's the thing. Number one, before we get to that point, how I got good with booking people on the spot and taking payment and doing invoices is that I booked my wife. I would literally sit down and make up an invoice. Okay, you say you want the red, the tables, the this and that, boom, 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 boom. I'm going through and doing it right there. I'm practicing before I get in there. So when I'm in the game, I'm not fumbling, right? I talked about this on one of the calls where in the Dusty Boots tour, right? So before your space is open, when people are just like coming in and see the space in this raw form, that's your time to practice on selling them. That's your time to practice right there. So you know what I'm saying? You should be like 1, 2, 3 clicks in. Boom, you understand everything where it is in your phone. You should not be fumbling in front of the client. So practice booking somebody on your platform before you get them in there. So when they in front of you, you know exactly where to go. Okay, you said you want a red, black, and you said you had 80 people. Okay, is this date? Boom, okay, boom, auto-populate this, and this. It should be a 5-10 minute process in and out. If you taking longer than that, then that's a people problem. It's not the system, it's you. Because somebody else can take that same system and move it in 5 minutes. You gotta be efficient with it. Because I'm trying to maximize my time and get the most amount of money in that time. So I don't wanna play with their time when I want them playing with my time. I don't want them late, I want them on time so I can book them on time. So you gotta practice that before you get into the game, right? That's one part of it. Second part of it is when you have multiple people in there, customer service is key. Customer service is key. So boom, if Yomi is in there, I'm wrapping Yomi up and you walk in, I'm like, give me 1 second, bro. Hey, what's going on, and how you doing? You my 6:10 appointment? All right, cool, give me 1 second, let me finish up with him. Everything good? You need some water? Nah, you good? Okay, cool. Yomi, boom, we here. Okay, boom, deposit is $12.50. How you wanna do it? Zelle, card, boom, 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 you good? Okay, cool. Check out the invoice. Anything, any questions, I'm here for you. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I just want to take care of my next appointment. Are we good?
Interrupt the video, but I just wanted to take this time to remind you to please subscribe to the channel. It helps push the video forward so we can get it out to more viewers like you that could really utilize this information. So if you could just take 2 seconds, there'll be a button right below, right next to my name that says subscribe. If you could just go ahead and do that, that's my only ask. That's the only thing I'm asking for. It just really helps the team. It just lets us know that the videos that we're going out are good quality and that they're really helping people. All right, so please do me a quick favor, hit subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Back to the video.
Everybody feel taken care of.
What I started doing to help me to move faster is everybody appointment that I had, I'd open it up and go high level, like before the appointment starts, so that when I get to the table, they're already opened up and I just have to fill in all the booking information and for the contract. So that's helped me to move a little bit faster, so that I can now take on multiple people. So that it's, and I mean, yeah, sometimes people don't show up, but I want to be able to book those. So I wonder, my thought was, should I just book one person at a time, but give it just like a quick 15-minute intervals, or book the multiple and do it for maybe 20-minute sessions?
So,
Can I answer one?
Go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
The timing and the slot really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, right? I just like to do book 15 minutes because you're only there for 2 hours.
Right.
Right? So if you book everybody,
You're trying to maximize.
You're trying to maximize.
Yeah.
Like there's no way. If I had everybody booking one slot, I couldn't do 16 people in one open house appointment.
Yeah.
Right? So the slot is really just a placeholder.
Okay.
Because you're gonna tell somebody after 50 minutes, hey, you gotta leave? No. They want to hang out for the whole open house.
Yeah, let them.
Chill.
Yeah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not that big of a deal, right? My question for you: how long is it taking for you right now to go ahead and like? So if I say right now, hey, I want to book, how long does it take for you to go through that process?
We talked about this with her.
Yeah, but that was when I had just started, like in the beginning. I did
Where you at now? Where you at
Where you at
now?
now? Yeah.
So I'm like at about 20 minutes out, like to start to finish, like to actually, unless they want to like talk about the core, that part takes a little bit longer. But when they walk in the door, my pace ain't very big. I could now do that in 10 minutes. Ask all the questions. This is this and this, this and that. And then, you know, now I'm discussing the prices. All of this right here is all for such and such and such, 50% off. So I'm starting to get a lot faster. Then now wrapping it up and have everything, I'm taking about 20 minutes.
20 minutes to send them the
Yeah, my question is that, like,
Yeah.
paperwork.
Oh, I got you. I'm sorry. I misunderstood you.
Like the
Okay.
paperwork and everything, that'll take about 20 minutes.
Why does that take so long?
You losing, baby.
There's no way.
You losing.
I can send you a contract on my phone.
I can do one right now. I can do one right now. No cap. No more than 5
I
minutes.
can send you an EC agreement in 30 seconds.
I'm talking about like quick, through 5 clicks.
So what information are you collecting?
The date, the time, everything that's in the go high level, the date, the time, and then then you gotta go put it auto populates into the contract.
Right.
Then I send them the contract, they look it over, and then by that time, I'm going to the invoice, filling out the invoice. Everything is, most of the stuff is pre-populated, I have all my prices is already down, everything is in there. And then I send it to them.
So why does that take 20? That's not 20 minutes. Are you including like?
Talking to people.
No.
No. So listen, we went through the whole entire process.
No. That part, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. I thought you meant from they walk into the door to when I'm doing that. I thought, okay.
Just paperwork?
No, just paperwork takes about 10 minutes for me.
Why does that even take that long?
We should cut that in
She's
half.
probably just making sure that she put the right information.
Yeah.
Double check.
I think the invoice portion for me is the longest.
Yeah,
Because the prices change, so there's not like a.
So all right, so let me speak on that for a second, right? Like you don't need all that information right then and there. It's gonna change, right? So you're talking about like the package details, right?
Right, no, I stopped doing the package details if I have a couple extra minutes, we talk about the colors and stuff, but I don't go over that and sitting down with them much anymore.
Okay, yeah, cut that out
I
completely. You don't need
yeah.
to do that right then and there,
Yeah.
right? Book a package, okay, you book this package, it comes with these different things, you can let me know your details later. That's it. Like you don't, like right then and there is just date, not even the hours you don't even need that much, because that could change, right? You don't need the hours until what, like unless you're doing 2 events a day.
If you're doing 2, but other than that, you
Other than
straight.
that,
Yeah.
the hours don't matter, right?
Well, some people get snippy on it because it's in the contract itself.
That's what I'm saying.
So people are like, well, and so that's why, and then, I put it in my calendar so I can get that up. So that part of it, so it's kind of important because I rely on that afterwards to when I'm going to block it out on my calendar.
Well,
Are you
all
doing
of
2 events in a day or one?
I have some planned for 2 events. The
Okay.
majority is 1, but I do have.
okay, if you're doing 2 events in a day, then all right, cool, get the time. But all I'm saying is like there should be at least amount of friction as possible. You know what I'm saying? Which is why, because you're collecting all this information at that very moment, sitting in front while I got all these other people, that's why it's taking long. Right now, all you need is just the most important name, date. Frankly, those are 2 of the most important things. Everything else can be discussed later. Once you book that date, okay, cool, nobody else can book it, we're good to go. So,
Are y'all normally doing this with your phone, sending the contract?
I'm a laptop guy. I'm a laptop guy.
I do everything from my phone. I do everything from my phone.
Are you using the Go High Level?
Yeah.
The phone, I mean, the app is okay, but the computer makes it a little bit easier. So I have my computer.
I do computer, yeah. Phone is only really when you're trying to collect a deposit on the go.
Right.
I have a question, but it can be for like after all of this, because I'm still in the process of finding a venue. So when you guys are speaking of like the Go High Level and all that, I have no clue what you're talking about. So I would like more information on that after this.
Sure.
That's it. Thanks.
Cool.
I'm not taking 45 minutes anymore.
No, I'm good. I just wanted to make sure that, because I was like, you were taking way too long. Yeah, I'm like, that is.
That was like my
if you look at your bottom line, it's directly affected by how long you're taking on these tours. 100%. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, like on my Saturday tours, I know I only got a certain amount of time to be in there. I'm trying to maximize. I'm trying to lock in and maximize. Because I want the most amount of money.
What about the people who want to chit chat?
Shit, you wrap it up.
Yeah. How do you navigate, like, example of steering the conversation?
Cool.
Who want to talk about that?
Cool. Hey man, everything good? Listen, this is real life. Everything good? Y'all good? All right, did y'all enjoy everything I took care of y'all today?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. I gotta run. My next appointment coming in. Come on, y'all come on this way. Come on. I'm taking care of y'all. And
Why you code switch?
hey,
Why you code switch?
listen, right?
You went from Hey-Man to Big Dog.
Hey, listen, right?
In the middle of them talking about
In the middle. Like, bro, what was that?
Hey, listen, at the end of the day, some of your clients, and to me, to be honest with you, like when clients come in and feel that comfortable, that's just you did a great job selling them. They feel comfortable with you. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody to let down their hair, and after they book, they still want to talk. That's cool. If I don't have another appointment, we can chop it up. Well, I got another appointment, do your calls. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cutting that short. A lot of the times you'll get people who, it's subtle cues. You know what I'm saying? Subtle cues. So like if I got somebody at the door and we right here and we've been chopping it up way too long, I see somebody at the door, I'm like, cool. Yeah, come on in. All right, cool, right? It's just the cue, like, hey, read the room, you know what I'm saying? Any questions, text me, call me. If I don't answer, my assistant gonna take care of you. All right, you know what I'm saying? And I'm moving on.
What will make your event so special? And then they start spilling your heart, and then you're like, hey, that's really cool. So I have to work on like wrapping it up. I might get to wrap it up.
I think, and your issue is, speaking to you specifically, you attach onto that and you give them something, all right? Instead of noted. Got it. Ooh, I like that. Makes sense.
That's crazy.
Understood. You're like, ooh, okay. So you, right? Nah, we can't, because it's only so much time. It's only so much time, like, and that's why I wanted to add in that 6P of being present. You have to have the presence of mind to say, I know I got 5 more people coming in behind him. Why would I sit here and hold a full-fledged conversation? I don't have that time. Now, oh, my 5 o'clock just canceled. Now I'm present in the moment. I got some more time. I can do that, right? You have to be present in the moment. Each individual client is different.